That BMW that I just saw a few minutes ago. Funniest part is like when you turn on the air conditioner, the car is actually like it's dead. So guys, a thing that I said before, I'm completely changing it because hello guys, good morning, and just like you guys know, I don't actually vlog outside that much, and now I'm trying to change the environment to try different things. And this vlog is about how I actually spend my whole week, the kind of things I do in between, every kind of things I do, which makes me closer to my goal. So one of the things that I have to be honest, just from here right now, is this is not the kind of video that gives you a lot of dopamine, because most of the videos that you see is gonna be a very nice environment, like very aesthetic kind of room, and driving a lot of sports cars, having a very good life. This is not a kind of video like that. This is actually the raw reality. And since it's a raw reality, it's gonna be, boring mostly. And I wanted to show you guys the reality of a person, not for views. Like, what does it actually feel like to work on something, to work towards your goal, the behind the scenes? And let me say, most of the things that you see on the videos, on other people's videos, it's not what is actually happening in the reality. In the reality, when you work for something, it's something different. It's very boring. It gets boring. The kind of things that you see in the video, it's an end result. But before the end result, there is a process that is happening in between, and that process is a bit boring. So I just have to say that I don't really wake up early in the morning that much, and I really hate myself for that, because when I wake up late in the morning, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't used to listen to my mind. I am the person who give instructions to my mind. But even I have to say, like, the days when I try to wake up early in the morning are the days I'm very much productive. I really wanted to, because sometimes when I sleep late, I just at least need, 6 to 7 hours of sleep, right? Otherwise, I will be sleeping in the morning. But, today I just woke up at 6:30. I want to make my schedule something like I'm going to sleep at 10 o'clock in the night, and I'm going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the schedule I wanted to make. Minimum 8 hours of sleep, because I have tried it. I have experienced it. Sleep has a very huge importance. Like the days when I at least get 6 hours sleep, and the days when I make 8 hours sleep makes a huge difference. I'm very much productive, and I'm very much, like my mind is and everything is completely fine to do a lot of work. So let's start the video. And like I said, it's going to be a complete raw reality of a person trying to achieve their dream. Not like dopamine, not like, lots of sports cars coming and, the aesthetic room. My room is messy. Let me be honest. My room inside is messy, and I have in, fixed doors set up into a like, wow, what kind of amazing room does he got? Not into a kind of situation like that. I have to work on it. It's better to start. It's better to do something rather than sitting somewhere else and saying, oh, my room is not great, or my situation, my surrounding is not great. Something that I have learned from my life. It's better to do something rather than complaining about the situations. So I wish you guys a very good morning, and I'm going to start my day. So I will show you guys the schedule that I have to do, what I'm going to do today. So usually in the morning hours, especially while taking the morning shower, I don't take that much time to do that. Maybe it's gonna be in 1 to 2 minutes, because like I said, the morning hour is very much important for me. I'm very much productive in the morning time. Usually it can change up to people and their perspective. Some of the people are actually active at night. Some of them are very good at working in the morning. Most of the times I'm actually productive, and I will be only tired and sleepy if I didn't get that much sleep at night, but I won't stop by telling that I didn't get any that much kind of sleep. I will try my best, I will take a nap, and then I will come and work again. How many of you are actually a kind of coffee person? I I have been, like a coffee person in the morning for a very long time. I literally, every morning I take 1 cup of coffee because it's usually helps me to be productive, and also at the same time, sometimes if I have a little sleepiness in the morning, it usually helps me. For a very long time I usually used to take tea, but I don't know, maybe it worked for some people. Like, even though I just take tea, I don't really get that effect of caffeine or anything. If I want to concentrate on something, if I want to be productive, I really have to take a coffee. And this is the coffee that I bought a few days back. I bought it for the first time, and I really like the smell of the coffee. Like, to smell that, it kind of reduces the stress. And also at the same time, I take black coffee more rather than, mixed with milk. So after the coffee is ready, we are gonna start our day on working on our first productive task. So guys, we got our morning coffee, and what are we actually waiting for? Let's get to the work. And today we have a bit more things to do. And also at the same time, actually I'm working on something that is a little more task. Like, I have to create 120 shots actually, and I have to write up to 118 shots more. Actually, I didn't get that much time yesterday to work on because 3 of my videos were actually pending, and it took me a bit more time to create the thumbnail. I need to sit and use my time and invest a little more amount of my time to create thumbnail, because I'm not that much satisfied with the thumbnails that I actually post. I personally know that I can actually create a bit more amazing thumbnails, and the kind of thumbnails I'm posting right now, I'm not actually that much satisfied. And also at the same time, the videos are actually a bit delayed in my YouTube channel. I currently only have 73 subscribers, and I want to be consistent on that. So because of that, I'm actually making 120 very good shorts. So for 4 months, it's gonna come automatically, and to create that much shots, it's not the kind of easy, but I'm actually working on that. We got a bit more things to work on, and also at the same time, I cannot skip the coffee because I need energy to work on that. So let's get to it. So the first 4 to 5 hours of the day, I actually do the deep work. And while I'm working on that, it's only me and that thing. There is nothing, no noise, no distraction or anything. I'm even using an app called Opal. I think that's its name. It usually blocks all the notification and all the distracting apps. And I uninstalled my Instagram a very long time ago because there is nothing inside it. Absolutely, I'm wasting my time scrolling the reels, and the moment you open the Instagram, you see lots of other people, successful people. They're having a very good life, hanging around with friends. You might sometimes feel lonely or alone when you watch other people's story. The kind of work I'm doing, I have every reasons to be alone. I have every reasons to work as a lonely person, because that's the kind of work I'm actually doing. I cannot go around and hang around with everyone currently right now. And all the humans have a kind of tendency, like, even though we say to ourselves, yeah, I'm not gonna get distracted today, I'm not gonna go and check in my Instagram today, even though we say that, if we have been doing that for a very long time, we automatically go and does it. And that's the main reason why I uninstall everything. And even the PC I'm working in, there is nothing distracting in here. It's only my PC currently is a kind of productive mission. Like, everything inside is like, even the wallpaper I'm using, it's a Porsche. I'm actually kind of manifesting, like, when I felt like I'm tired, when I feel like I don't want to work into, I look at that Porsche because I want to buy that one day. The kind of situation where I'm right now, the kind of situation where I had to be to buy a car like that, it's too long. And let me be honest, actually, I don't know how. I don't know how to, get into a situation. I haven't completely figured that out. Like, how am I gonna buy all those cars right now? But I'm gonna do it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work towards it. So guys, I'm actually having a little break right now. Like, If I want to be productive, like I need to take a break after the continuous amount of work. So when I look outside, it's too sunny. And also at the same time, the place I'm actually sitting, I don't feel that much hot, or I don't feel that much. It's a bit cold too. Sometimes the climate in this place is like a little bit confusing, but it's a very windy. I decided to take a few videos outside, but the main problem is since it's too windy, if I keep that tripod and if I keep my phone on it, definitely the tripod is gonna fall. And to change the display of this phone is gonna cost me thousands, and it's not going to happen today. So, yeah. So guys, it's going to be almost evening right now. It's 3:30, and I have to go to my mom's working place, and I have to pick her. And also at the same time, the car that I'm driving right now, it's a car from my mom's home. The thing that I actually like about this car, which is, and also at the same time, one of the most funniest part is like when you turn on the air conditioner, the car is actually like it's dead. And it will be hard for you to, overtake another car, or it's like you can literally feel like the car is not pulling. And the moment you turn off the air conditioner, it's mostly like you might have seen that, or you might have watched that in the Fast and Furious movie, like the effect that you get when you turn on the nose, that kind of pull. That's actually what happens when you turn off the AC inside this car. And people who might have this car might have experienced this. Yesterday, when I came to this place, actually, that place was closed. That's the reason why I wasn't able to, feel that air in that wheel. And today I actually doesn't even know whether that place is open or not, but let's see. That is the actual place, guys, and I think it's open. Let me see. Wait. Yeah, it's open. So guys, the thing that I said before, I'm completely changing it because I didn't feel that much hot because I was sitting inside my home. Outside it's too hot. It's very hot outside. Look at it. I just only stood there for a few minutes and I'm done. So guys, the reason I decided to fill the gas right now is because it's less than a half tank. So 950 കേട്ടോ. പെട്രോൾ കേട്ടോ. തുറന്നു. അല്ലല്ല അതെ. ഗീ ബണ്ണുണ്ടോ? ഗീ ബണ്ണുണ്ടോ? അടിയിലത്തെയാണോ? ഇങ്ങനൊരു പാക്കറ്റിൽ വരാറുണ്ടല്ലോ. ഇതോ? ഒരു 4 വരാറ്. ഇതന്നെ തന്നെ. താങ്ക് യു. ആ
60 രൂപ കേട്ടോ. കവർ ചെയ്യണോ അത്?
I got the call so fast, and because of that, I didn't got time that much to eat any food. So I just went outside and I got, it's called butter bun. My mom used to buy this to home, and it's very tasty. I don't usually eat that much from outside. It's not because I don't like it. I just stopped it because to eat healthy foods. But right now, I'm very hungry and I really don't have any kind of choice. So because of that, I bought it. My mom told me it's called ghee bun, and I just went into the shop and I asked them whether they have any kind of ghee bun, and they told me actually a product like ghee bun does not exist. And I was like, no, I used to eat from here. My mom used to buy from here, and they were like, no, it's not like that. A product like that does not exist. And finally, they actually showed me this butter bun. And since my mom used to buy this to home and I have seen the cover and the package, I understood the moment this is the thing. In the morning when I try to wake up, it's like I'm actually forcing myself so hard. Who likes to wake from their comfort zone? Comfort zone is a trap. Really trap. I hate it. I hate it so much, like I hate most of the things. Comfort zone is like, you're gonna be in that loop or the trap if you live in the comfort zone. So the kind of rule that I follow by myself is the moment I wake up from the bed, I just arrange my bed and I try to get out from my room as soon as possible, because the more I sit inside my room, the more my mind is trying to convince me to go and sleep and go and relax and go and rest. Every day in the morning when I woke up after hearing the alarm, I will be like, my mind will be like, not allowing me to go for any kind of work or do anything. I'm being honest. I have to fight myself to get from the bread every day. And that's the small kind of things, the small kind of changes that we actually make in our life, which result in actually big things, right? So guys, one of the funniest thing that I want to talk right now is just 3 days back, I posted a video about AI, like how AI is going to help your business, how you can use AI to, save time, save money, and in most of the problems that you have in your business. And to create that video, it took me a lot of time. So the educational videos that I make is like from my experience, and also at the same time, I researched a lot about it. And after spending a lot of time editing in my old lab, and at last, waiting to export for a very long time, I will be posting that video. And the views that I got was just 18 views. I just take it in a funny way. Like if I understand that I have a few views, I just go there and I check out where are the things that I should improve, what are the things I should bring. I'm a kind of person like that. I have no problem with that. But the reason I decided to talk about that is because sometimes when I make some simple videos without any kind of research or without any kind of that much edits or anything, and when I post it, it used to get a lot of views. Lot of views. The amount of time and amount of effort I just took for that video is nothing compared to this kind of educational videos that I have to spend a lot of time to even make it. I sometimes used to think, why? Come on, the video that I actually didn't even invest that much got a lot of views, a lot of likes, which means it's not about the views and the likes. It's about like the people who watched that video, the audience that watched that video liked it, found it useful. And this was the second video that I actually shot in 4K. Usually I don't shoot in 4K that much because the cam that I'm using is Sony ZV-E10, and this is the first camera that I bought in my life, my first camera and my only camera. So when I had a YouTube channel which actually shoot the cinematic videos about car, I didn't have any camera, and because of that I really had to depend on a lot of people either to get the camera or either to force them to come with me to shoot the video. And because of that is the main reason why at that time I decided to buy a camera, but I didn't have any kind of income source or anything at that time to buy a camera. So, to buy this, it was, I really can't forget those days. It was extremely hard for me to get a camera. And I think this is a first starting segment in Sony where most of the people buy this camera because it's affordable, and also at the same time, most of the content creators who are starting their career will not have that much money to invest. And since this camera is 4K 30 FPS, which is the maximum, the main problem is this is not really made to continuously shoot with 4K videos. If you try to do that, the camera is gonna heat it up. Even though it has a 4K 30 FPS inside this camera, this is completely a 1080p camera, which is great. For that price segment, it's absolutely amazing, and I love this camera so much. So that day when I shot that video, my camera actually went off 2 to 3 times because the 4K creates a lot of heat, and the camera has that thing inside it which automatically shut on the camera to avoid any kind of heat issues. So that's how I actually shot that video, and I got 18 views. So I'm actually sometimes confused, and also at the same time I'm feeling funny because I told you the videos that I post without that kind of research and everything, I get a lot of views for that, but the videos that I really take effort and make, it does not get that much amount of views. But I'm actually working on it. It's really amazing when you understand something and you literally work on it again and again until you start seeing the result. This is where most of the people stop. This is where most of the people actually cut off, when they stop or when they are not seeing any kind of result. And that's where I would say people should have an advantage. So I think I haven't actually told you guys what I do for a living. right? So the kind of job that I do right now is I am an AI consultant. I go to business and I definitely look for what are problems they are actually facing and what are AI tools or what are AI systems. Like you might have heard about AI agents. It's very famous right now. It's almost everywhere. So it's not about AI agents. I'm talking about anything related to AI which I can bring in the business and I can solve that problem, which helps them to save their time, save their lot of efforts, save their energies, and also for some problems you can use the AI to replace a lot of employees if it's done in a proper way. So the mistake that I usually see mostly people actually make in the business is like, they don't actually go for the tools they want. Sometimes they see this tool is a really good tool which is going to help them, and it might be famous in social media. Sometimes I have seen the businesses choose that rather than looking at their actual problem. So what we does is we interview a lot of people inside a business, the salespeople, the employees, and everyone. And I ask them a set of questions, and after that, I can actually understand what are the problems they are actually facing. And the AI tools they are supposed to use is for the problem they are facing, not the kind of trendy ones or not the tools they actually think. So I actually started by offering AI agents for the business, but let me be honest, some of the business doesn't even require an AI agent. Some of them require another kind of AI system that can, just like I said, save a lot of their time, effort, and energy.
So guys, inside this car it's too, what is that called? Too much of dust, especially in the AC vents. And I for just few days I just drove this car without looking at the AC vents, and now I have cold. Actually this is not my car, this is a car in my mom's home, and actually this car was laying there and nobody was using it, so I just bought it few days back and I'm actually cleaning it up, and I'm literally feeling very energetic and very happy right now, experiencing cold. Today I have actually two things pending, and one is the pollution date of this car is actually nearby. I think it's the date is 20 and today is 17, so I don't usually wait for the final days. I just try to do this as early as possible, and also at the same time I have to give this car for a car wash, especially inside. I mean, I tried to clean it the day I got, but the main problem is inside the AC vents and inside this kind of places there is a lot of dust, and when you automatically turn on the air conditioner, definitely you're going to breathe that dust, and definitely that person is going to get a dust allergy or cold just like me. So I have to give this car for a proper cleanup inside and everything.
Your life passes you by. You see how everything fades away. All the people you love begin to die. You forget how precious memories are. I'm a renegade, walking through the fire, with a heart of steel, a burning desire. I'm the voice of the voiceless, the misunderstood. With fearless conviction I rise as I should, breaking down walls, let's challenge the norms.
Following the light that sets me
मैं आया टिका खड़ा जमा हिला सकता नहीं है कोई हम हराम करके नींदे इनकी मनमानी से सोए अरमाने लेनी और जमीन ना की अरमानी है बोई और जैसे हम करते बाबे ऐसा या करता नहीं है कोई.
Guys, I don't have that much time, but let me be honest. That BMW that I just saw a few minutes ago, it was one of my friends. And I'm sitting inside this BMW for the first time ever in my life, or maybe second time, but I haven't driven any BMW ever in my life. And if I'm being honest, when I sit inside this, I don't know actually what to say. Seriously. I'm gonna buy this car one day, and I don't know when, but definitely. So when you sit inside this, it's actually entirely it's different,
So guys, it's almost time to sleep, and it's 11:30 right now, and I'm going to wind up today's vlog right now. And one more thing that I'm actually missing is I haven't done the meditation. I need to do it. The reason I decided to do the meditation is because it was extremely hard for me to sleep at night. Mainly because, when I try to sleep, my mind is like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Even when I'm trying to sleep. That was not normal, I know that, but sometimes in some situations it has really helped me to work more faster, and also at the same time, I don't recommend to try these things because it really exhausts you, it mentally exhausts you. And in my case, I have been through a lot of stuff which made me mentally stronger than most of the people around me. And because of that, I can recover that fast from those problems. I don't spend that much time when I have any kind of problem. Like any kind of things happens, it only needs me seconds to figure out or to move on, because everything that I went through in my life actually made me the kind of person I am today. When I started to do the meditation in the beginning, it was extremely hard for me because maybe the kind of lifestyle that I had, using Instagram and having instant dopamine, which is absolutely waste of a time. When people used to say meditation really helps in your sleep, I don't usually used to believe that because I haven't done it at that time. But yeah, meditation actually helps you to sleep good. It's better. Physical exercise is a must. Doing something which really helps for your body, and also at the same time you have to do something which really helps your mental health. Both of the things are must. You don't have to work out 2 or 4 hours a day. At least working for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes a day is better than doing nothing. And also at the same time, tomorrow is going to be the final episode of this vlog, and I wasn't able to actually take video on 3 days, I think, because I was trying a new thing in my life, like vlogging, working. I had made vlogging a part of my life. Like I said, I'm actually creating a new habit right now, and I'm not perfect here. Just like everybody starts to do something, I'm actually figuring things out, and I will keep doing it. Then only I can actually improve that. Even though I said about the BMW earlier, I will be thinking about that for almost many days.
So guys, I'm currently in the place to give the car for a complete service. Like I said, it's the car from my mom's home, so because of that, a few days back I have to go to doctor to see, because there was a lot of dust inside the car, and sometimes mostly I'm allergic to dust. So because of that dust inside the car, I have to go and meet the doctor to take the medicine. That was an unnecessary reason, and for my personal purposes I really have to take this car again, so I decided to come today and actually give this car for a service. And also at the same time, it's not only about the dust. There is a lot of service I think should be done inside the car, because I think they don't usually used to give this car for service that much. I mean, the car really feels like it's okay, but the clutch and everything is making a lot of noise. And I think the brake condition is good, but also at the same time, he warned me about that. You have to change the brake after 2000 something kilometers. So I was like, okay, fine. And a bit more things to be done. So
Okay guys, so let's make a quick coffee, and I need to get back to the work as fast as possible. So just like a few days back, I showed you, this is still my current coffee right now, because it's only have been 2.5 weeks. And yesterday my mom brought me something called, it's high protein plain yogurt. It feels tasty, and it's very good to create good bacteria inside your gut, and I really need it. So, and also at the same time, probiotic curd. Yesterday, like I said, a lot of things have been bought which is really good for the gut, and I think she heard it from somewhere else, somebody talking about that. So I don't know, I have to try this. So ladies and gentlemen, we got the coffee, and we almost got everything to work in the morning. So energetic, everything we wanted. And if I'm being honest, actually I forgot to eat the food. I need to go downstairs again, and I need to take the food again, and I need to eat it. I forgot to take the food. So after that, after doing everything, let's get to the work without wasting any time. So for the past few days, I have been working on a cloud code You might have heard it. It's more likely, it's something like an agentic AI. So, for example, like normally, if I wanted to build a software, then I have to write the code all by myself and step by step, right? Like if there is a cloud code, then it's like having a software engineer which is sitting inside your computer. You just only have to tell what you want, and you don't have to tell any kind of step. It's gonna do everything, each and every kind of step. It's actually done by this cloud code, and it's amazing. Kind of like I haven't completely explored it. I'm researching on it and I'm doing it, and it's kind of interesting, by the way. And also at the same time, each and every day, AI is actually like expanding. The AI things that I'm actually seeing right now is not what I saw 2 years ago. I thought it's gonna be like, I know it's the future at that time, but I never thought it's gonna grow this much faster, this much exponentially within this 2 years. And if I'm being honest, if I go to the tea shop or if I go to somewhere else, and even the normal people who are using the smartphone, even they know about ChatGPT and they are even talking about ChatGPT. And I was like, within this 2 years, at that time when I was using ChatGPT, most of the people haven't heard about it. And also at the same time, most of the people haven't used it. But now if I go to somewhere else, and even the simple person who's using a smartphone knows about ChatGPT and to ask something into it. And just like, now there is Instagram trends going on, like you write a prompt even to Gemini or even to ChatGPT, and you give a pic of yourself, then it creates a kind of, professional pic, which is very hard for the photographers to take and takes hours to edit. Is actually done by this language models with, zero cost, and also at the same time, like very fast. Does not take that much time to generate it. So that's what I'm talking about. Like AI is actually moving very fast right now. If I'm there to explore about AI, and actually there is a lot of things to analyze, research, and sit and explore about this AI actually. So guys, it's evening right now, and I'm about to actually plan to go for a haircut, because I have been keeping it pending for a few days. Like I will go after 2 days, and I haven't. And also at the same time, like this is one of the best time I actually go for a haircut, because at this time, in this evening time, it's almost dark outside, and one of the advantages that I really have is like there will not be that much people left for a haircut. So if you go there, you don't have to wait for any kind of queue for your part to come. You can just go there and have a haircut and come back to your home and get on your things and work on it and sleep on the correct time. Here goes nothing. That's the sound of a petrol engine starting after actually 2 days. When I was a kid, actually, I didn't really like traveling at night that much, if I'm being honest. But when I become an adult, like I'm actually right now, I really enjoy actually going outside at this time. And I really don't know why, just traveling at night actually makes me completely calm and relaxed, Like to forget about the things, forget about the problems and everything. I'm not saying like running away from the problems. I mean like for a moment to be in the present. It really helps me when I go outside in the night. To travel at the night when everyone is actually resting at their home. Most of the people like me, people like us, they go outside to completely relax just like we do. The connection between me and the car actually is like, loud driving. There is always a connection between me and the car. And like I said, it actually helps me to completely be in the moment and actually forget about all the problems. No matter what car it is, whatever car it is, I actually love it. I love driving at a night like this. So we are actually at the place right now, and it's like I expected. Shops around this place have been closed, you can see here. But the barber shop is still open at that place. I called them and they said it's okay, they have until 9 o'clock, and it's only 8 o'clock right now, so it's okay.
ഫോട്ടോ നോക്കിയാ നീ എന്തിട്ട് നമ്മള് അടുത്ത് വെച്ചടാ അതെ
So guys, it's time for me to wind up the video. So I just came back to home, and since it's a final part of the video, I decided to talk a bit about it and wind up it. I know that I said it's gonna be a 1 week video, but like things came in between, and the video is not completely 1 week, it's 2.5 weeks. A lot of things happen in the middle, and I haven't eaten the dinner. It's 10:51. When I reached home, it was, I think, was about 10 o'clock. The moment when I reached my home, and also the same time, things have been lately like working like I expected. If I'm being honest, it's not easy. It was easy for me to think about that life that I wanted, but when I started working for it, it's different. It's difficult. There is a lot of competition. Most of the day, like there comes a guilt inside me which stop me from sleeping peacefully. I know I have talked about that many times, but it's very hard for me to stop, even though I do the meditation, even though I'm very, very tired that day. And when I'm sleeping, like it comes like that I didn't do enough today. And especially if I just, wasn't able to do that much like really I wanted to. There is a limit that I had set myself to work on something. The main reason I set that limit is because like it's harder for me to reach that limit. So if that is my limit, I'd at least work more harder than how I used to. That's how I can improve, right? That's how everyone can improve. Like if you do only what you can do, then you never be more than what you are actually right now. Because of that, I try my best. And if I'm being honest, things can be easy, and also at the same time, things can be a bit more harder. And few days back when I was, sitting on the top of my bed with no sleep, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I think. If I accidentally wake up in the sleep, just like I said, sometimes I start thinking about the life, the future, my age, how much time it's gonna take for me to be successful. These whole things come running inside my mind. I'm not using my personal Instagram account right now. I'm using a work account because in order for me to find the email or find the contact number of any clients, I need an Instagram. And because of that, I'm actually using an Instagram account which is not that much distracted. Everything in that feed is completely about success, money, and everything. That moment I wasn't able to sleep, and I was a bit stressed in my mind. And that moment, what I did was I just took my phone and I started scrolling to do something, to forget about that stress and go to sleep. And there is something interesting that I found at that time. Actually, it's a bit interesting. That thing actually came into my feed, and when I read that, I just felt good. I just felt, maybe that came to me at the correct time. I really don't know, but what I'm about to say is I will just read what I actually saw in that feed at that time, which is: there was a wolf pup found alone in the snow, and the hunters took him and raised him with their dogs. He learned to eat from a bowl, to sleep by the fire, to obey whistles and commands, to stay inside the fence. But every night, when the world fell quiet, he sat awake and stared at the mountains beyond the trees. The dogs laughed at him. Why dream of something you will never reach? This is safety. The fence protects you. Be grateful. The wolf tried to be satisfied, tried to silence the pull in his chest, and felt like the moon calling his name. But the more he tried to belong, the heavier the cage inside him became. And one winter night, a storm shattered the fence. The trees fell, wind screamed, and the dogs curled up in fear. The wolf stood at the open gate, snow cutting his face, darkness swallowing the path ahead. Behind him, warmth, food, safety, and certainty. In front of him, cold, hunger, danger, the unknown. He took one step, then another. Then he ran. The dogs barked after him. You will die out there. He didn't stop. He didn't look back, didn't hesitate. And days later, hunters saw him on a cliff edge, howling into the wind, stronger than he had ever been. Not because he found a place he belonged, but because he chose to become who he was always meant to be. Here's a truth which most people avoid. Most cages don't have bars, they have comfort. most people aren't trapped by the chains, they're trapped by the familiarity. If something inside you keep whispering that you're meant for more, stop trying to silence it. The price of freedom is risk. The price of greatness is loneliness. The price of becoming yourself is walking away from the crowd that prefers you tamed. Better to starve as a wolf than feast as a dog. This is something that I read at that time. Maybe I felt like I got a little answer for what I'm actually looking for. I convinced myself a lot of times, like maybe it was some kind of problem that I'm having, maybe it's some kind of it's not normal. That's the reason why I can't sleep properly. That's the reason why I can't satisfy with the things. But there is a truth beyond that too. Something like this. So if anyone out there who's actually, obsessed with your dreams, you really want to work on something, you really want to get something, but you can't rest like everybody else. You can't be at peace. You can't be properly sitting somewhere else. Like, I'm not telling you to stress out. Stress is not a great thing. You should be able to control your stress. You should be able to control your emotion. That's what I'm not talking about. I'm not supporting stress, but if you have a feeling inside you like, this is not me, I am actually more, I can do more, and I can't be with this kind of people. I have to find my way. I have to be with the people, or I have to be with the place where I actually belong. And that kind of thing inside you where you can actually feel like you have to work, you have to achieve it. That kind of passionate, that kind of burning fire inside your dream to achieve it. That's different. You might think you are not normal. Yeah, normal people don't do that. But that is great, because only 1% people in the whole world will have something like that. But having a mindset is great. One of the things which most of the people don't talk about is like your actions. Your actions should be equal to your mindset. If your mindset is 9 out of 10 and your actions are 2 out of 10, dude, it's only a dream. You're gonna be like, I want to be that, I want to do this, I want to be successful. And the actions that you actually do might be like you wake up late, you scroll a lot of reels, you hang around with a lot of friends and waste your time, or you just sit and watch a lot of movies. You don't work towards whatever you want, but you have the mindset, dude, you're gonna be exactly in the same place where you're actually right now, because you might have the mindset, but your actions are not equal to your mindset. So try to keep that in your mind. And also at the same time, before winding up the video, there is something that I have been struggling with for a very long time, which is gonna come in the next, not on the next video. I will be uploading a video about that soon. That's a suspense. For a very long year, for a very long time, I have been struggling with that problem, and actually everything is going to be all right in that case. Like, the solution for that problem and that thing which I said, which is a suspense, I have been waiting for that for a very long time. So I will definitely make a video about that. And since then, I wish you guys a very good luck for your dreams and everything that you're working for. Don't stop. Please don't stop. Keep working. Keep working. You might feel tired and you might feel like nobody's gonna be with you to help on something. That's the path. If you feel like that, that's the correct path, because everything is part of the process. So after eating the food, I have to do the meditation and show up tomorrow and work on the things which is gonna get me closer to my goals, which is gonna help me to achieve my dreams. So that's it, and I will see you guys in the next video.